going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chucky, I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday night. Hope everyone's doing awesome today. Hope everyone had a great week. Time to get the weekend started. All right. I got some good ones. We start off with our good friend, Mr. Bloom. He's back. He's complaining as always. Judge Simpson. Judge Simpson's so over it. It's funny. But we bounce around a lot of places. Let's see what I got. A Judge Stevens clip. I've got a Judge Conlin clip. That's a rare one for me. I don't generally watch him a lot, but I got a good Judge Conlin clip. We finish off with a good Judge Simpson clip. Anyways, you guys already know what to do. Hope you guys are all awesome. Before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. I just said that. Hit the like and subscribe, do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Proposed case of the people versus Jeffrey Bloom.
Assistant Prosecuting Attorney working for Rosa on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with on behalf of Mr. Bloom, who is present with me here.
All right. And just so that we're clear, I did receive a competency report, but I think we've already dealt with that, or have we not?
We did, Your Honor. I thought we stipulated to.
I thought we did too. Okay, that's fine. All right, we're here for your motion.
Thank you, Your Honor. Filed a motion to compel discovery. I'm just trying to really get the case on track, set for trial, but there's some things outstanding. Importantly, reviewing the police report, it states that on June 1st, 2023, Detective Soring, was assigned a jail assault incident by Detective Lieutenant Teets. The incident report reportedly consisted of inmate Jeffrey Bloom assaulting jail medical staff. I received a copy of the jail reports from correctional officers Navin, Gillette, Westhoff, Tweedale, Grieg, and a written statement by LPN Rocky Isley, all of which have been attached to this report. And then the report goes on to provide a summary of the victim statement. That statement was never attached to the report in discovery, Your Honor. I do note that there was a response by the prosecution, which states that prosecution received additional correspondence. Sorry, fast forward. Additionally, there was not a previous written statement by LPN Rocky Isley. Sergeant M. Grigg indicated that they spoke with LPN Isley, and he will provide Sergeant Gregg with a written statement about the incident, which will be forwarded. It seems like in the report, it's pretty clear that there was a written statement initially provided to Detective Soring, and that is what the main focus of my motion to compel is, Your Honor. I'm unable to move forward with the case until I've received that.
Well, have you spoken to either the LPN or?
Have I spoken with the LPN?
Yes.
No, Your
To
Honor.
see whether or not there was a written statement that she or he prepared.
I have not spoken with the LPN, Your Honor. In reading the report, it seems like there definitely was, because Detective Soring says that it was reviewed in preparation of this police report.
Okay. Go ahead.
And then just one more, before I move on, Ms. Barroso did provide some of the requests that I had made to her originally. I know we had spoken about it a couple of pre-trials. She did provide those 5 jail reports from the correctional officers, so we do appreciate that. There was one other item that was the subject of that motion, Your Honor. It was body cam footage by Sergeant Gregg. It says that was reviewed in preparation of this police report. It seems like that body cam footage might be of directly after the incident, but given that it's part of the police report, and I think it might be part of an expected trial, it would definitely be appropriate for me to review that. It's kind of in the res gesta of it, but importantly, I anticipate that there could be testimony about whatever the body cam shows. And I guess I just don't know what it shows. It might show stuff relevant that I might need in preparation of the case, Your Honor.
All right, people's response.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that I indicated in the response that I had made the request for the necessary items that Mr. Bernstein had requested on numerous indications. I believe I outlined exactly when I made those requests. I have received a written statement from the victim in this case. I apologize if I have not personally provided that to Mr. Bernstein. It was added to a discovery packet. Upon receiving it, I don't know if that has been released. I do know that our office had a security breach and all of the passwords got
How's my voice putting you to sleep? I haven't even paused it yet. I'm joking. I'm joking.
reset, so all discovery, and then. because
That
of
was countywide.
Correct, but the discovery email in our office had locked out all of the legal assistance, so no discovery has been sent for a little bit of time here.
Got it.
So I'm not sure if the statement from the victim in this case was caught up in that lag. They did get access late last night, so they are having a little bit of an influx right now and catching up. That also is going to affect discovery at KCC's tomorrow, just so you're aware.
Thanks.
Happy Thursday.
With that, I do have in my email now a copy of that statement from the victim. I can email that to Mr. Bernstein personally if he would like to have that copy. I also received confirmation from Officer Gregg that there is no body cam from Officer Gregg. So there is no more body cam in that regard to be provided.
Okay, so the written report you have, and that can be forwarded to council.
Correct. For the record, though, I do want to note that that was not, it was explicitly stated to me that there was not originally a written statement provided by the victim. The officers went back to the victim and he then provided a written statement upon request, and that is what was, that is what I have a copy of.
Okay, so initially, where it may indicate that there was a statement that was reviewed, that statement does not exist, what you said in the beginning.
It
Right.
is not a written statement.
Not a written, got it. And so then upon the request, a written statement was, okay, all right.
So there was no written statement back on June 1st that Detective Soring reviewed then?
The information that I have is that there was no original written statement provided by the victim, and a written statement was only provided upon your request.
Oh, Mr. Bloom's dreams were just crushed. All the evidence that he thought was out there isn't out there because it didn't exist. Never existed in the first place. That's what they've been trying to tell him while he's been filing these motions for discoveries for months through all the competency hearings. These are getting actually kind of boring. This might be the last time I cover him. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. This actually ends kind of funny though, so we'll let it go. Adam Miller, right before I unpaused it, perfect timing. $5 super chat. Of course, the cats. My cats just walked across the laptop and sent this super chat. Sorry, they're so cheap. No. Cats are my biggest fans, apparently. I love all cats. Thank you, Adam Miller. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
You're on.
And then
Wait till we're all
in
done.
terms of the body cam footage, that body cam footage does not exist.
That is correct.
Okay, and in any event, that's not body cam footage that is after the incident in any respect, right?
My understanding from Officer Gregg is that they were not present for the actual incident, so it would not have been any indication on the actual events itself.
It might have had, as Mr. Bernstein indicates, there might be something there, but we don't know if it were there, what it is. Okay, all right. Mr. Bernstein, anything else?
Well, I guess, I mean, it does seem in the report that there was a written statement that was reviewed, but I am hearing a representation that is not the case, and that there's a new one, and that there's a representation that there is no body cam footage. So, given that, I think that kind of resolves, based on those representations, resolves the subject of the motion. So we
Correct.
can move forward.
The motion for discovery.
Yeah, and I trust Ms. Barroso will send that to me today. So
Okay.
I will review that with Mr. Bloom and see what's there for Mr. Isley. So, moving forward, I do want to get this on track towards trial. I don't know if there's going to be, I guess, part of the trial that might involve what would have been on that body cam. I may have to be filing an additional motion about that, but I was hoping to see the body cam footage first before we got there. Could the court tell me when the next final settlement conference dates are, what we're looking at?
Next final settlement conference dates are in April 5th. Is the final settlement conference date, with jury selection the 8th.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna have a trial on the 8th, so it's gonna be a tough one, but perhaps we could start getting this on track towards a conclusion, Your Honor. And
Well, I'm ready. I'm always on track, so I'm usually waiting for you guys.
we're agreeable now. It's gonna be going.
Okay.
Um,
So, but you want to review that and go through Mr. Bloom and,
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think maybe another pretrial date before then is just fine. The
All right,
court could
that's fine.
accommodate next week or the week after.
well, I have the 20th.
20th is fine, Your Honor. Thank you. We can just set the
So-
20th for now.
I'll set pretrial for March 20th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Or as your Zoom invite indicates.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I did file another motion.
Yes,
Mr. Bloom does bring up to me a lot that he's suffering from a lot of dental pain.
All right. He's been bringing up the dental pain for, again, months. He's been bringing up this dental pain. But before we get into this dental issue, I'm going to catch up on some of these super chats. You guys are all awesome. Legal fiction. Adam's cat used his laptop to hack my account. Adam's cat. I love you. Also, thank you, Legal fiction. I appreciate the super chat. Lisette. My cat pounced on my keyboard because of Adam Miller's cat. Yeah. I mean, again, cats are my biggest fans. Yeah, I'm just kidding. You guys are all awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, Lisette, for the super chat. Sparkle Poots or Spookle Parts. Oh my God, Fozzie's dang cat has been messaging mine, which just farted in my face while saying this. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, Sparkle Poots. Appreciate it. Terry V. My feral cat colony pitched in $1 each. Thank you so much, Terry. I appreciate the $10 super chat. Pat's Cats. We actually have a cat here. My cats are cheap. Thanks, Pat's Cats. Good to see you, buddy. Haven't seen you in a little bit. And Isn't That Special is a new member. Thank you so much, Isn't That Special? You were a member already. Your gifted membership probably just went up. It's hard to become a member yourself when all the gifted membership goes on. I think that's probably what happened. But thank you so much. Isn't That Special? Thank you for all the super chats. Nick Jones. Who? Nick Jones. Your cat likes the content. Hit that like. I agree. Lizette, member for 1 month. Thank you so much, Lizette. I appreciate it. Also, Chris, thank you so much for the PayPal. That is extremely generous. Thanks for the fun and happy Friday. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're a part of the community. You are awesome. And wow. Julie, thank you for the Venmo. I'm looking for I was hoping that you had your YouTube name on there. So Julie, thank you so much for the very generous Venmo. I appreciate it. That is extremely generous. Thank you so much. That's going to help out a lot. I appreciate Chris and Julie. Thank you. Those help me out more than you know. All right. Let's keep going before I get choked up.
It's a very nagging issue with him. It's something that, he's asked me to bring up to the court in the hopes that the court can bring him some relief. I know that I don't know how much the court's hands are tied on that kind of thing. But, as he is asking me to bring that up to the court, I did want to bring that to the attention. He's suffering from a lot of pain with his teeth and hoping for some, additional dental care.
Any response from the people?
Yes, Your Honor. I do not believe that this is the appropriate venue for this type of action. I
No,
believe
it
that
sure
this is a
isn't.
1983 claim and remedy, which would make it civil. At this point,
Certainly not inviting that, but go ahead.
at this point, I don't think that it's
Yes,
within
we
the
are.
court's jurisdiction to take any action on this issue.
Well, and I don't. And I read it and I don't take any action on it. Mr. Bloom had brought it up prior to the filing of a motion. He had brought it up one of the times that he was here. I asked about it so the council knows before it was a subject of a motion, because it was more I guess a complaint that Mr. Bloom had, but I just wanted to see what the deal was. And so that council's aware. My understanding is Mr. Bloom, that the jail or the sheriff's office, I've never known the sheriff's office not to provide proper medical care of any case that I've had before me to any inmate or anybody in their custody. So that's the first thing. Second thing is that then my understanding, and again, this is my understanding based upon my conversations, is that the dental care was offered to Mr. Bloom. That Mr. Bloom, there is a dispute, maybe, of the type of anesthesia that would be employed. One being basically a local in terms of either lidocaine or novocaine type of injection. And Mr. Bloom wished to be knocked out.
Not true.
Well,
I never said that.
Bloom, Mr. Bloom, hold on. I'm explaining what was indicated to me.
It's not true.
Mr. Bloom. I'm saying what was said to me.
Yes, Your Honor.
That it was then told to me that Mr. Bloom had either a religious objection or some objection to the injection. Now, having said that, whether that be true, whether it not be true, is absolutely irrelevant to me, because I would agree with the people that I don't have jurisdiction. And even to the extent that if I thought something was going on, I do not interfere with I know in some counties they do order the sheriff's office to do something. I do not do that. And I don't do that for a very good reason. I do not have a medical degree. I do not have a dental degree. So I cannot say what would, even if I wanted to, I couldn't say what would be the best course of action for Mr. Bloom. If it were an issue of Novocaine or lidocaine versus being knocked out, I can't, there's no way for me to even resolve that. That has to go to medical professionals. It cannot go to me to make that decision. Even as to what type of procedure would be necessary, I can't even go there. And wouldn't even begin to try to order that. So I'm going to, the best way for me to do this is I'm going to deny, for the reasons that I've just stated on the record, I'm going to deny the defendant's motion to compel dental care. I'm just not in a position to be able to do that. I can't
You have the power, Judge. We just, Judge Simpson, so we brought it to your attention.
I have the power to do a lot of things, and then some of that power I use and some of it I don't. To the extent I may have some power over this, I am declining to do that because I do not have the expertise nor the ability to be able to tell them what should happen.
Fair enough, Your Honor. We appreciate the court's consideration of reading the motions, and it seems like our motion to compel discovery is resolved for the moment, so I'll leave that be, and we'll be back on the 20th. We'll be back on the 20th.
Could I please state something for the record? Please.
Only if it's quick, Mr. Bloom.
Oh, well, I'm going to try to be quick, Your Honor.
No, you need to be quick. Go ahead.
Well,
All right, it's not going to be quick. We all know it's not going to be quick, but Judge Simpson ends it pretty funny. And also, this is the only boring case I have in this whole video. Everyone's been following Jeff Bloom. Is it Jeffrey Bloom? I think it's first name Jeffrey, right? Mr. Bloom is what I call because I always forget his first name. Anyways, we've been following him for a while, so I wanted to put the update out there. This happened earlier in the week, and I almost didn't play it, but like I said, we've been following him, so we're going to keep following him. Maybe. All right, let's finish this up so we can get on to the exciting ones.
I was denied even Tylenol 2 days in a row in excruciating pain. This hoax with the Rocky Isley, this perpetration of hoax that's I've been subjected to, has kept me in segregation since the incident. I have been deprived of all, even basic human necessities, Your Honor. Medical staff, Cindy DeVue, who runs medical staff. Okay, I'm going to leave all that out. What you got, they won't give me any records, Your Honor. They won't tell me why. They're saying it's a security issue why I'm being denied dental care, because I don't take injections. I want that in paper. I have got nothing in paper. They're saying they have given me things in paper. Your Honor, their kite system, well-passed kite system, is a one-page, no copy, no paper trail kite. Okay, so I have no record of anything that they're doing, and they will just say, Mr. Bloom refused. Okay, Your Honor. Now, that's just one aspect. That's just dealing with the dental thing. I would just like to mention on the record that the Lagos versus Metro Government Division of Nashville, where officials deliberately mislead the courts with reckless disregard for the truth, there will be sanctions. Okay. Students of the court who make improper certifications face sanctions. Rule 26G3 is also a violation of federal law. Okay. The court shall have a great interest in addressing allegations that its judicial system has been subverted. I'd just like to put that on record because, Your Honor, like I said, I have been deprived of all, even basic human necessities, even by medical care, jail staff. I've been in segregation, long-term segregation, for saying that I'll leave it alone, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
I had to watch Judge Simpson watch him walk out. That look was hilarious. All right. I saw a couple of people ask what his charges were. There were a couple. He's going to be in jail for a little bit. I think I saw Pat's Cats said something close to what I remember, but this has been going on for way before I started my channel. So I always have to look it up, and I quit looking it up. But yeah, I think it's CSC mixed with some DV, probably some drugs. Like he's got a lot of things against him, and he's looking at some serious time. So yeah. Anyways, Nick Jones drops 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Nick Jones. Very much appreciate it. Welcome to all the new members. Members only videos every Monday. We have fun. Check them out. And Lizette. Now my darn dog chased my cat over the keyboard. She sends out an SOS for help from all the other cats out there. All right. Now we're getting dogs. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, both of you. I appreciate it very much. All right. Let's have some fun now. At least let's get a little bit more exciting. How about that?
Sims, 22-116, 22-117, 24-71, 72, 73, 74, 75 FH, 77, 78, 79 FH.
Nobody else has that many cases.
Wow, I get to tear out a lot of pages after this.
It's in the 3 pages of the docket, Judge.
Mr. Feaster, you've been waiting a long time for this.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, this is Judge.
Yes.
Fourth Feaster, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Sims, along with Brother.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Rob J. Killerwald. Judge, I had this all down. Judge, I'm on case 22-119, 2475, 2477.
Yeah, Jonathan Evans on behalf of the people. I'm on office.
And as am I. So the question is, these are all pretrials, no other matters before the court today. So I'm just going to ask globally on all of these cases, what is the plan for today? Are we ready to proceed or need some further time?
Almost ready, Judge. I've spoken to Mr. Sims almost every day for the last couple of weeks on this matter. I know Mr. Killerwald's also spoken to him at the county jail. Mr. Sims, I know, wants to get this done ASAP because he had a birthday that passed about 3 days ago. So I know he's wanting to get this all resolved. But I did speak to Mr. Edmonds about these files, and we do have a global resolution on everything, Your Honor. But it appears to be a series of no contest pleas. What we're gonna want to do is push it out 1 week.
So I can read 400 police reports?
That is correct. I'll try to limit it to the most relevant sections. But it's gonna be for everything, with a sentence agreement to NOAA upfront in the DLC, Your Honor.
Okay, I mean, so we'll just adjourn everything. Is that fair?
That's fine with me, Your Honor.
Mr. Sims, you understand that?
I didn't even hear what was being said.
So the plan is to adjourn this 1 week. My understanding is that you may resolve the case through a plea of no contest. That no contest plea means that I have to review a police report or some other documents to support the elements of the crimes. And because there are like 12 cases, I've got to read quite a bit, and I'm not prepared to do that right now. So that's my understanding. If you're okay with that, we'll see you back here next week with the idea potentially of wrapping everything up. Does that make sense?
Kind of. I mean, I was under the understanding that we was getting everything wrapped up today. Because I got my baby.
You want to plead
on
guilty
Friday.
instead of no contest? Because that's an option for you.
What's that?
Do you want to plead guilty instead of pleading no contest?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
an option
what's
if
the
you want to
difference
wrap it
between-
up today.
Well, I mean, I was trying to wrap it up today. I didn't know that we
hear
were being
you.
pushed. I mean, we've been dealing with this stuff since October.
Huh? No. Hey, Danielle, I saw you last night. Remember, we believe we've worked out a plea agreement, but we've got to do unfortunately, we've got to do the paperwork to get it in front of the judge. I know you're anxious to get out of the jail. Could you please wait 1 more week and we'll have everything done?
I mean, what's the difference between the no contest and the guilty plea when we already came to an agreement? Like last month,
Mr.
actually back in
Sims,
January.
Mr. Sims, as we talked about on the phone on Monday, in order to enter the guilty plea, you have to go through all the facts of each of these cases and remember everything that happened, which I believe you indicated you don't recall all the cases. So in order to get it resolved, we need to do a no contest plea. That way we can get all the cases wrapped up, and then we can ask the judge about a bond. But like I told you, you're going to have to anticipate sitting tight for a little bit longer to try to get all this wrapped up.
I mean, I would rather just plead guilty and move forward so that way I can get my bond set, so that way I can be out for my child to be born. I mean, I've been here for almost 6 months now, waiting to get to this resolved. Every time I come up in front, it gets time for me to go in front of the judge, my stuff gets pushed out without me even being notified of it. And like I said, my baby is due on Friday.
Mr. Sims, we talked about all this, and I told you to expect an adjournment. So this shouldn't come as a shock to you.
You didn't tell me we was going to be adjourning it.
But if you want to try to enter a guilty plea to all 12 files, we could try it. But I don't anticipate you recall all the facts of these cases, do you?
I mean, I know all my cases, and I thought that we already had an agreement to dismissing most of them, and I was just pleading guilty to 2 R&Os, what was it, 2 R&Os, a BD of an automobile, and not a retail fraud, but a financial transaction.
Isn't that special? Are you sure it was new? I'm gonna check that because I know I created some Mikey have a large library of backlog of her clips that they've been running through. So are you sure it was new? I'm gonna check in on that. But thanks for the heads up.
And the OUIL and the delivering and manufacturing case. That was the agreement that we had settled on. And all the other charges was being dismissed.
As I told you, Mr. Sims, I think your best interest is to wait a week. But if you're insistent upon trying to do a plea today, we can have Judge try and do it. But I am not optimistic for you, Mr. Sims.
So have you had a chance to advise him that bond isn't a given?
Yes, I told him that. I told Mr. Sims on the phone, even if we get the plea entered today, it does not mean he'll get out today. And we talked about this specifically. And I told him at best, Judge normally lets people out after their PSIs are completed. At best, which is going to be at least a few more weeks. So I told him to expect an adjournment so we could try to get this wrapped up and address bond.
But the whole thing is that I've already got 277 days in on this charge. And if it was supposed to be no MDOC time, that would be a year in the county. And that's 277 days is 9 months and 1 week.
Not a year, Mr. Sims.
So I'm in part kind of allowing this dialogue.
Yeah, I just checked the 27th District Court, and the link they have still says the channel's not there. So it could be they just didn't refresh the URL. So that's awesome. So I will definitely check that out after this because I want to see it too.
So that our students can see what, I mean, defendants have rights for sure. And he's not wrong in sort of wanting to get this resolved as soon as possible. But there are a few things just for FYI that it doesn't automatically mean bond is modified and he's released. I think that's a bit of a mistake. And you've heard both of his lawyers say they've explained this. So what we're talking about is no contest means I have to review all the police reports. Pleading guilty means that you have to answer under oath, sir, very specifically exactly how, when, and where you broke the law on each of these counts. So if you don't do it correctly, I can't take your plea, which means we're not going to resolve this today. So if you are not 100% sure of your recall on each of the counts that you're pleading guilty to, then it's not going to happen anyway. So what do you want to do today, sir?
Hey, Daniel, can I just say one, Daniel, hold on one second. Can I just say one, even if you plead today, you're not getting out today. So if we wait a week, possibly we can try and work out a plea agreement and a sentencing date.
So how much more longer do I got to sit in jail? Because I mean, I got 277 days in on the year, and there's, that means there's only 2 more weeks left, 3 more weeks left in on this charge.
I mean, I got to tell you, Mr. Sims, for the benefit of me and my own gaslit sanity right now, as well as the people in the courtroom, that there's no plea accepted right now. And I'm the one. So the whole thing is you don't want to go to MDOC. You don't want to go to prison.
Well,
and ultimately, that's my decision. It's not yours. It's not the prosecutor's decision. So the fact of the matter is, sir, I'm not upset and I'm not going to punish you for anything, but you have 2 good lawyers advising you. So I need you to be clear that you need to listen to their advice because all of this is not resolved yet. So do you want to plead guilty today, or do you want to let your attorneys work out a deal with the prosecutor that can be followed by the court so that it happens that way. I guess and you're at 277. Last I checked, a year was 365. So
Right.
that's 3 more months ish.
Okay, what I'm saying is that, okay, I thought when we was in court back in on the 25th of January, that there was, if I pled guilty and bonded everything over in the circuit court, that my agreement was going to be no MDOC, credit for time served, and situated over to probation. And that was back in January.
So was I there? Or was that
No.
at your preliminary examination?
No, that was
So
at
the
my
fact of the matter is,
preliminary
I'm the one
examination.
who's doing it all. So this is all actually kind of the first I'm hearing of this.
No, that
If I
was
may,
at
Your Honor.
preliminary examination.
I think no disrespect to Mr. Sims or obviously to his counsel. I think that he doesn't have a full grasp on what we've agreed to here. And I think it would behoove everybody involved so that we don't have to get into withdrawing a plea. Just because I'm agreeing to no MDOC time doesn't mean there isn't other consequences that he needs to be made aware of. And I think that he has a sense of an expectation of what's going to happen, but that is in no means a guarantee of what's going to happen. Ultimately, he might prove right. His expectations might come to fruition, but I don't think that those are what's being promised and or guaranteed. I think it would behoove everybody if we just move this to next week. I can put together a no contest order or a no contest packet for the court to review. Mr. Kilowald and Mr. Future can go talk to him and kind of reset expectations about what no MDOC means. And then we can go from there. He can make a more deliberately informed case. I understand that he has certain expectations. I would tell Mr. Sims right now that I would reject any request that he had for bond, given the numerity of cases that he has on the docket. I cannot risk releasing him out to the public so that he might pick up another case and have to re-engage this entire process all over again.
You understand that, Mr. Sims?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you back here next week at 1:30 p.m. on the 13th.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. So defendants certainly have the right to be heard. I totally let that go on for a long time for your benefit. And I'm telling you, Mr. Emmons is at the top of his vocabulary game today. Fruition is not something I hear every week. And even the historic novel and film references, A Bridge Too Far. I just want to point out that you are getting the best of Jonathan Emmons today.
You're blushing here.
Me too.
All right, that was fun. That was fun. And yeah, I jumped over and I kind of skimmed through that video you guys were saying from DeSanto. I've never seen those clips. Her hair looks freshly done. That could very well be new. But that means she might have gotten permissions to enter the Zoom, and that's how she got that. I don't know. But I don't think her channel's up unless it's just she just started a new channel and it's just hasn't spread yet. All right, anyways, I've got a couple super chats I want to catch up on. Do I? Oh, nope. I don't know. Did I play it? You know what? Sparkle Poots, you're awesome. So if I haven't already shouted you out, I'll shout you out again. Do not let my dogs get wind of this. Hey, every fur baby is welcome on this channel. I just want to let you know. So let all the wind out. That sounded awesome on purpose. All right. You guys are awesome. Let's go. Giant shout out to Noah No. He hates it when I do this to him. Everyone, Noah No, let me know about this clip. It is hilarious. It's hilarious. Let's start the night. Let's start the night right? Let's go. Let's go.
DDC? Is that it for the mails?
Your Honor, are we gonna handle Mr. Voss? He's on the screen. I believe there might be competency or mental illness here.
Okay, hold on. Voss?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, I'm Magistrate Chapter. Can you tell me your full name, sir? What's your name?
Asking.
I'm asking.
Who are you?
My name is Magistrate Chapter. What's your name?
I'm just talking only for a court.
Are you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This definitely deserves it. It's about to go down.
About Voss?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. You have an attorney to represent you. Go ahead, counsel.
I'm representing myself. I'm representing myself.
Okay, all right, Mr. Voss, I'm gonna tell you what the charge is. First of all, case number is 2404435-801. Counsel Scheid, please stand by.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you are charged with count 1, disorderly conduct, window peeper, that you were a disorderly person, a window peeper. The maximum penalty is up to 90 days jail and or $500 fine. The day that this allegedly occurred was on March 4, 2024. Allegedly, it was in the Briarcliff and Bloomfield Road,
Just
City,
talk to
Detroit.
the court. It's not a court,
Sir?
I'm a basement. I'm in the basement, not a court.
Sir,
This is not a court.
I read you the charges. I'm gonna enter plea of not guilty for you, sir.
You work for a public, so you not my boss.
Sir, I'm gonna enter plea of not guilty. Your court date is April 30th, 2024. It is 8:30 in the morning, April 30th, in front of Judge Bryant. It is a pretrial. Sir, while this case is pending, you are not to go to the location of 20067 Briarcliff or 19996 Briarcliff. Both are in the city of Detroit. Do you understand that, sir?
No.
No. Do you understand that you are not to go to those locations?
No.
Do you understand?
No.
Yes, you heard. Did you hear me?
No.
You hear what I just told you, sir?
No.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
Your Honor,
And you understood me, sir, because you've indicated that you want to represent yourself. This court is taking notice that you appear to be aware of your surroundings. You've indicated that you want to represent yourself. You did not want an attorney. I read you the charges. I've already told you, you are not to go back to that location. If you go back to that location, sir, because you are you have a criminal matter, you may be looking at a violation of a bond condition. You can keep saying no, sir, but I'm letting you know that.
No.
All right. Counsel.
Quick question. Does anybody know if he can hear them? Anybody? Oh, wait, hold on. I can't, guys, I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. What's going on? I'm in the basement. I can't hear you. I'm in the basement. I'm in the basement. No, I can't hear you. No. This guy's awesome. He's not awesome. Peeping Tom. Come on. Really? Who does that? Especially nowadays when you have a cell phone. You can literally look up any pictures you could possibly imagine. And you're still doing that? Come on, guy. Come on. That's gross. That's gross.
Douglas, go ahead.
Jennifer Douglas for the people. Your Honor, we do recognize that this is charged as a misdemeanor and it's non-assaultive. Our concern would be, I know on this investigator's report, it has Mr. Voss's address being out of state. I know that there was a contact with police about a couple weeks ago where there was also listed a possible Florida address. So our concern would be about Mr. Voss returning to court. We wouldn't have an objection to a higher personal bond, Your Honor, but we do have some concerns about whether Mr. Voss is going to return to court.
Mr. Voss, do you want to say anything as to bond amount? Mr. Voss, do you want to say anything as to bond amount?
I'm in the basement, not the court.
Sir,
Right now.
do you want
I'm
to
in
say
the
anything
basement.
as to the bond amount?
I'm in the basement.
Sir, do
You
you want to
understand
say
me? I'm
any?
in the basement and you're
No,
not
do you
my boss.
understand me, sir?
You're not my boss. You work for me, I'm not for you.
Thank you. Sir, I work for the state of Michigan for 36th District Court in this particular matter. And Mr. Voss, because it's been indicated that you may have a Florida address, but
Can we just appreciate that she just called him Mr. Boss? We need to take a step back, appreciate that. Okay, Mr. Boss. Nope. All right. I'm in the basement. You know what I think he doesn't like being in the basement because it has no windows. I think that's the issue here.
but specifically a Toledo address, Ohio. In this matter, this court is concerned that whether or not you're going to make it to court. So I am going to give you $100,000 personal bond, but I'm going to put you on a GPS tether. We'll put you under house arrest. Mr. Voss, anything else you want to say? Anything else, sir?
It's a basement.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Your Honor, that's all for the minute.
And I was muted. Good night, Heather. You can call me Mr. Boss if you want, Heather. I'll accept that from you. No, that's actually going to be weird. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But you can hang out with me in the basement. We can pretend like we're 16 again. All right, now this is getting creepy. Now I'm the creepy one. Not looking in other people's windows, though. All right. All right. Next clip. I don't think I have any super chats to go through. Nope, all cut up. All right. Let's go.
Marcus Johnson, that's you, sir?
Yes.
Come forward. We call. Are there two cases, David?
Yes, sir.
Two cases. First of all, 21-36543, where you are on probation for stalking. There is a motion to revoke probation. Then we have a new indictment, 23-CR-1506.
Thank you so much, Donna, for the PayPal. Very much appreciated. And yes, I'm a giant fur baby lover. I had a dog for 16 years, a beautiful Australian Shepherd. Lived a great life, passed away a few years ago. His name was Foster. I had a bunch of cats growing up. I had a dog. I had a ton of animals growing up. So yeah, I love all animals. But thank you, Donna, for the super chat. I appreciate it.
That charges you with theft. Hello, look at these priors. Are you kidding me? I don't think I've ever seen this many priors.
We may have,
Hello.
We may have one more this morning, Judge, that
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 priors, thefts that then.
Isn't Toledo just southern Detroit? It's barely Ohio. So we're good peeps. We're in the cool part of Ohio. I'm joking. To anyone that's in Toledo, that was a joke. It's a joke. But yeah, Cincinnati's definitely cooler.
If you steal a pack of gum with all this, it's a felon. Do you understand? Because of your prior convictions. Yeah. But that's not all there is. You've got a burglary of a building and an illegal possession of a controlled substance. So is he looking at on this one as a state jail felony, punished as that before the commission?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so he's looking at second degree felony since it says after he was. No,
it's a third degree felony.
No. It's a third degree felony punishment. So he's looking at up to 10 years on that.
Yeah, I got it when I was 19. So he was Australian Shepherd. I did absolutely named him Foster after the beer because I was 19 and I was dumb, and that's the only Australian thing I knew. So I thought it was funny. Yeah. Kind of forgot that's why I named him that after a couple years, but yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, I was 19 and dumb with a puppy. Yep.
And then the motion to revoke probation, I guess that's also up to 10 years. All right. Hit me with your best shot. What's the deal here?
It was a cap of 5 years, Your Honor.
No. No. Not on my watch. No, you're going to get let off light after 20 some odd prior convictions? And what are you being charged with here? Theft?
Yes, sir.
Again? What is it about thou shalt not steal that you don't understand?
Made a dumb decision.
Dumb decision?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but you made 22 dumb decisions that have put you in courts. My goodness. All right. It's time to quit making dumb decisions.
Yes, sir.
Did you know
Fire away, Mary Brown. Fire away.
right from wrong? Oh. I'm disappointed because I stuck my neck out on this with all of this. And few people have this many prior convictions. Few. So I said, okay, I'll give him a chance. Shame on me. But when it becomes shame on me, then it turns into shame on you. I guess that's a
Sign for God, Judge.
abnormal sign. I've never heard of that.
Sure it's not one of mine.
Was that you?
No, sir. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't. Because I've got a couple of things that go off from time to time. In addition, Judge, to this case, on the newly indicted case, there's some restitution involved because the items were taken and were not recovered. So I just
What's his track record for paying back the loss? Pardon
None,
me.
Your Honor. Yeah, yes.
None.
Yes, sir. I'm just
Well,
want the court to be aware of that.
The only thing we're not giving him a chance to commit a 23rd.
No.
So what we're gonna, all right. Unless y'all are doing something that's concurrent, but no, I'm not gonna take these deals. I don't have to. We'll just have the motion to revoke probation hearing if that, unless y'all wanna work something else out. But this is the kind of thing that, and I can stack these two too. Yeah, if I find it's warranted, but you're entitled to a jury trial on one of them. But it's up to the court whether the court wants to run it concurrently or not. But you are a menace, sir, and you've stuck. Now you've become obvious, which is not what you want to do. You are one of the more prolific criminals in this county, and I'm going to help the people stay safe from you. Because you refuse to appreciate and respect other people's rights. What's beeping back there? Where is it beeping? Is that you, David? It sounds like it's over there.
No, sir. It's coming from the. I don't believe it's me, Judge.
Well, just stop when you did something. Well, you're not beeping, are you, sir?
I shoot my cell phone too, but
well, some.
It doesn't appear to be.
Okay, there's where we stand. I'm not going to accept a deal, and y'all, what we'll do is, unless y'all can fashion something different, when can we have this hearing on the motion to revoke
So
probation?
we can
We'll
do
just play it
that, or
out.
we could reset it for a couple of weeks.
I'll
just so
set-
I have a
you
chance
set it
to
2
reset
weeks.
to discuss it with Mr. Johnson.
Reset for 2 weeks.
Right now, you can't make the decision without, I think.
This is Mr. Bates, correct?
Yes.
All right, we're going to reset this for 2 weeks, Mr. Bates. Thank you. David?
I'm sorry, this is Mr. Johnson, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's what I
Sorry,
thought it was Marcus.
Johnson.
Okay. We need Michael Bates though next, right?
Well, no, Michael Bates need to sign him up. He is not signed up.
All right, Mr. Johnson's excused. Thank you.
Okay.
Latasha Mershenson.
She has pled guilty, had a pre-sentence report, and is ready.
All right. We're moving on to the last clip. We're going back to Judge Simpson. We're going to end it on a good note. We're going to be laughing. It's funny. I mean, it's still court, so it's serious, but, you know, Judge Simpson has fun. We're going to end it on a high note, though. You guys are all awesome. Still have about 10 minutes left, so not going to peace out yet. But, yeah, last clip. Last clip. You guys, thank you for being here. If you haven't liked already, hit that like button. It does really help. All right. Let's go back to Judge Simpson with a special surprise.
Court calls case people versus Sena. Is it Agbi?
Adjourned by Your Honor.
It's McDuffie in Judge Simpson's court. Look, she's already smirking. Oh, she loves coming to Judge Simpson's court. We miss her in Judge Simpson's court. We really do. She does a great job at Judge Washington, but their personalities worked really well together when they were in the same court. All right, let's go.
Good morning. It's Rachel McDuffie for the people.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Ajay Agbai.
Sir, can you please turn on your camera? Of course, sure. All right, thank you. Ms. McDuffie, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Always a pleasure.
I'd like to disqualify myself for filling in for Ms. Barroso on whatever that date was.
Wow.
Not that I don't want to, come visit.
You don't want to see us.
No, I do. I just don't want to have to work.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well,
it's my day off.
You're blunt about that. All right. Straightforward. Okay. All right. What are we doing on this? So, not to cause too much stress on Ms. McDuffie.
Your Honor, I believe this is going to be a dismissal. So.
It's really? Oh, wow.
That can come back all she wants.
All right. Is that a correct statement, Ms. McDuffie?
Well, I'll put a few more words on the record about that. Yes. See, they're trying to help me out too. Wednesdays are my day off. It's a group effort. So
yeah, I know. This is all about you. Is this case being dismissed?
It is, Your Honor. So I did receive sufficient documentation to show that Mr. I'm not going to mess his name up, so I'm going to say that counsel's client has resolved the issue with the SoberLink device. It appears that it is currently in service. He's in good standing, at least as to the possession of it. I won't speak to the actual results coming out of it, but there does not appear to be an issue with an intentional deprivation of Judicial Services Group's property in this case. And so I will leave that to his probation in the 15th District Court to address any further issues if there are any. But I'm happy to dismiss this matter because the possession dispute has been resolved.
Without objection. This case is dismissed. That's without prejudice. All right. Thank you. And thank you for coming in on your day off, Ms. McDuffie. All right. Take care,
everybody.
Court calls the case of the people versus Travis Arnett.
Oh, looks like I I was just about to pause it, and I paused it unintentionally anyways. All right, we're going to move into the last clip. It's the clip right after, and they still kind of poke fun at McDuffie a little bit. I must be paused for a while. This last little hearing is only like 2-3 minutes long, and it's still saying I have 5 minutes left of the video. I don't know what I was doing when I paused it this long, but I will say you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's go to Discord. Now I gotta pause it. We're gonna hang out in Discord after this. We always have fun in voice chat. Come hang out with us. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do so. If you haven't done your jump kick backflips already, please do so. Cardio is important. I will see you guys tomorrow. Also, just a reminder, Saturday nights are my night off. I spend Saturday nights with Heather, so I will still do a couple videos during the day. Sometimes I do a live mid-afternoon. Not always, sometimes, but I'll put out a couple videos tomorrow, regardless. But you guys have a great weekend. If I don't see you, be safe. Don't do anything dumb. You do not want to end up on my channel. I will cover you. I promise I will. So don't do anything dumb. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joy Gaines, Senior Assistant Public Defender, representing Mr. Arnett.
Good morning, Ms. Gaines. Not accustomed to seeing you on this day.
Yes, but it is nice to see everyone this morning.
That was a struggle coming out. But go ahead.
No, I could say what what Duffy said, but I think I couldn't say it nearly as well.
Oh, okay. So this is your day off too,
It is not my day off.
but you weren't intending on being here.
That is correct.
Well, I'm glad you are.
Well, thank you. And Mr. Arnett is here?
Yes.
And there was an offer for him to plead guilty as charged with no objection to deferred.
So a prosecutor's deferred.
Additionally, there is no restitution at issue in this case.
Mr. Arnett wishes to accept that.
Got no restitution.
That is correct.
Is there an advice of right sign?
Yes.
He signed one already.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Absolutely.
State your name.
Travis Arnett.
All right, sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud in the second degree.
Correct.
That is a misdemeanor. It is punishable by up to 1 year incarceration. A $2,000 fine plus court cost. The fine could be increased at 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. Understand that?
Yes.
In understanding that, do you still wish to plead guilty? And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
All right. You had signed an advice of rights form. Is that correct? Any question regarding any of those rights? Please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yep.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
I'm on probation currently.
You're on probation. Were you on probation at the time of this offense?
No.
All right. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes.
of your own free will?
Yep.
And because you believe that you're indeed guilty of this offense?
That's correct.
On the date of October 7th, 2022, the location of the Meyer store, I believe at 3825 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. What do you do that makes you think that you're guilty?
I had.
You did that right after I said 0 pauses. Thank you so much, Legal Fiction. We have 1 pause. Whoever bet 1, that's going to be the end. My cats are taking bets on the pauses tonight. Oh, you misspelled pauses. That was a perfect opportunity for a pause, like PWS pun. Yeah, missed opportunity. Thank you so much, Legal Fiction. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Placed products in inside something else basically to get a lesser price on the items. So, and I did not have permission to do that. So attempted to leave the store with.
So you put other items in something?
I agree. I refuse to participate in the extended pause chats too. I do. I refuse to do it. I'm just gonna hang out and do my own thing. Sparkle Poots, we're alike. Thank you so much for the super chat, Sparkle.
Else and tried to walk out of the store without paying for them?
That's correct.
All right. Was the store open to the public at the time?
You said open to the public?
Yes. Did anybody did anybody permit you to do this action? All right. So you didn't have anybody's permission to do this. These items that you placed inside the other container, these were items that were offered for sale by Meyer?
That's correct.
And, oh, I see. All right. And the aggregate value of the items that you were intending on taking, was it greater than $200?
That's correct.
Yes. Okay. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be April 10th, 2024, 9 a.m.
And Your Honor, that's in person, right? Not over Zoom.
Pardon?
That's in person, right?
Yes, unless the form is filled out.
Okay.
All right.
Amanda Blueberry coming in at the last second. Right when I hit play, the outro is gonna go. I think there's about 2 seconds left of this video. Aren't we here for the pauses? Yeah. My channel's all about the pauses. Some people are all about that bass. I'm all about the pauses. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great night. For anyone that's going to be in Discord, we're going to have some fun. Look forward to seeing you guys there. Thank you all for the super chats, the gifted members, the new members, everything. Thank you to the mods for doing a great job as always. I will see you all either in about 10 minutes or tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.
Bond will continue. You can stop down at probation on your way down the hallway. They're on your left.
Okay. Thank you
All right.
very much.
Thank you.